Hopefully you can hear me very well. I'm not gonna do the mic check thing, but give me a moment because I want to see all of your comments. That's the idea, right? Is to see all the comments. But I just want to give you a heads up. I have not had a chance to do any sort of, what's the word? Maintenance? None. Haven't done any. And it's pretty crazy to think that I went on vacation and I didn't do a single piece of maintenance. Not one. But as you can see, all of the aquariums and the vivariums are up, they're running, they're full, they're the whole 9 yards. Fishroom Fever, I actually just saw him in Knoxville, Tennessee, and guy's crazy. It's got a crazy, crazy life. Edgar, what's going on, my friend? So I'm gonna pop this open. Make sure I got no volume so I can see all the comments here. Perfect. So the idea for this video is twofold. We're going to talk about some really neat stuff. We're going to get an in-depth look at each aquarium. We're going to talk about what I should have done different and where we're at. Can you guys hear that hum? Let me know if you can hear that hum. Because that hum is this. This refrigerator puts off a louder hum than 2 canisters, a massive power head, 2 more power heads behind it, all Seche. That thing right there is hummity, hummity, hummity. Okay, so went on vacation. I had instructions. Matter of fact, I'll show you the instructions before we kind of talk about this room, but just a little pinch right there. Just a little pinch. And 5 sticks. 5 sticks for the turtles. And I just kind of laid it all out to include the ever so non-eating pufferfish. No matter what I do, he's not eating right now. Excuse me. And I hope I can change that. So, somebody said they can hear the hum and somebody said they can't hear the hum. So either way, it is what it is. So right now in this room, we've got the 6-foot. Of course, all of these aquariums are custom aquariums, just so you know. That is 6 foot by 24 by 27. It's a pretty nice footprint. This guy, as you can see, is just slightly taller. And I'm going to spin it around to show you. Woo! So as you can see, it's just slightly taller, and there's a reason for it. The stand is actually slightly taller. And the reason for it is this was supposed to go in my office, which I'm not sure any of you knew that. I mean, some may. Look at this guy, so handsome. So these are my favorite. I love the traditional aquarium, and I'm going to turn off the light just so we can kind of get the whole ambiance in a few minutes. But these guys are both identical in terms of the actual water display. So you've got the 48 left to right, 30 front to back, and then 36 top to bottom. That gives me the ability to have the land, the fog. There's no inhabitants up top yet. There's a reason, and we'll get to that literally case by case based on each aquarium we go over. 2 whale canisters, 2 space echoes. This is just a singular rock glued to the back with a bunch of live plants so that all 3 turtles, mind you, enjoy their luscious home that is the turtle sanctuary. Look at this guy. So, the other thing we did in this room before it was it just had wood slats, right? So the idea is we want to figure out how to minimize this. I've already figured out how to minimize the roll, that barring that I'm getting with the lights. I'll get to that. I installed but not finished the heater AC unit. The reason why I went with this unit is by my HOA rules, if I was to put a full unit in here, I would need to be able to take it out. So if I put one up top or on the side, which I can't here, I can't back there, I can't back there. We're gonna fix this, we'll talk about it. I would have to be able to rip it out and patch that massive hole, change up where the system went. So I went with this double vent unit, which works really well. Right now, it's set to 77 in terms of how it's supposed to rock and roll. It is a nice 73.5 in here. 51% humidity because I did not turn this on because I didn't want it kicking on and off while I was filming. I got that ability. When everything is closed and everything is rocking, it sits right at about 49 to 50, which is perfect for this room. I've got my sprayer, but I'm gonna clean this whole area up. This was just to get things running. I was testing out this massive power head, and I've got my controllable units mounted, and we'll kind of go over everything because I'm not ashamed to show you my unorganization of wires. But this thing so far is a beast. The only thing I have to do is in order to run the heat constantly, which I haven't had to at all yet, is I need to run a drain line. So I'm gonna lift this and then I'm gonna run the drain line down and either into a bucket to make it easier just to see how much happens over the first winter, and then I can look to drill the hole. But I'm going to create a nice little covering for each of these. And this gives me the ability that when it gets really cold, I disconnect this one, I cover it. You see I have a Ninja Turtle drip pan back there. And then that's good to go. But overall, it works flawlessly. I still have yet to hook this up. T-Bones fishes! I just haven't done it. I don't know. I guess it's because I'm a little nervous, maybe, to do it. I don't know. Maybe I'm nervous, but this still needs to get hooked up. This is loud. Oh, that kicked on. So that's just the fan right now. But this design is for fish food. You can see 2 times cube. This is for the guy. This is for the puffer. But I got to get him some food. He's running out. But then I've got the old flakes for everyone, the whole 9 yards. I am running heaters in here, and for the sole purpose of, I'm not sure how cold it's gonna get in here. So now, let's talk about this. Paul C. Jones. What up, yo? If you wanna take a trip and you wanna come hook that bad boy up, let me know. So, of course, I'm too short, but the moment I added those, which they will go away, you won't see them, it instantly just kept the temperature inside. That was the idea for me, is I wanted to be able to control the temperature. So there were some things that I had to do. I did have to foam the cracks, and then I used this adhesive. There was drafts coming through. Matter of fact, this didn't take the way I thought it would, so I've got to hit this again, but there's a slight draft coming from here. I'm trying to not necessarily completely seal it, so I end up, basically creating a sauna in here, but I needed to do a little bit of fixing so that we don't have these massive drafts. This wall, I despise, so we're gonna talk about this first. Firstly, this doesn't belong here. I was gonna use this to film, I decided not to. But let's talk about from the humidifier down to here because I absolutely I hate it. It bothers me when I come into this room, but it is what it is. I'm gonna sit down in my beautiful chair for this. So this is going away. I'm creating a nice little display of my Lego stuff. I got some more to build. I'm not a Lego fan, but they have like the frogs, and I got my Lush custom aquarium cap. And then I've got these green plecos that were sent to my son, which he just tosses around. So we threw them in the old room here. But this is going to be a massive aquarium. I've been toying with the idea of a specific creature to go inside, but I think today I made my decision that in order to provide the best environment, I would need to go 36 from the wall, and it just blocks too much of the turtle tank. It's gonna be at least 10 feet long. It's not cool for that animal to push it back to, let's say, 24 to 27. So it'll be 24, 27. This is 18 right off the wall. So I really don't want to come much further. This is 18 coming right off the wall. So yeah, I really don't want to come much further. And then I'll get my, specific fish in there. And I've switched my mind up, and I'm going to do multiple creatures up top, which I think is going to create a really cool environment. So this will go away. These two vivariums will go away, but we've got a plan. I'm making some flies. I've got my old one there. Radio's going. It's not even a radio. I think it's a Bluetooth speaker. But then I'm going to revamp that whole thing. I'm going to put in a speaker. I may put in, I believe it's going to go up over here, but I'm going to put a TV in here, something small, just so I can keep some stuff running. I'll have a clock hole, little Echo Amazon thing. So, I can control the things that I'm going to control in here. Once all that goes away, aquarium's in right here behind this chair. Disney looked like a blast. Fishroom looks great. Disney was a blast. I'll get to that in transition from this to starting with this bad boy. So there used to be a paludarium right here. Get you some African cichlids. There's African cichlids in there, guy. You're talking about haps and peacocks, and there are plans. And there is a special announcement towards the end if you stay that long. And this isn't going to be that long. We've got about another 15 minutes or so. But so that paludarium was right here. Will Nace, the venomous snake guy, dude, amazing person. He helped me move it there. And it freed up so much space when I walk in. Well, I don't want to take up that space again, but I wanted something that I could back up and that I can move easily and put on, let's say, like massive casters, so that when the big aquarium comes, I could just kind of push it out of the way. Well, that is going to be a full vivarium wall. So I'm probably going to do it as wide as the garage door. I could push it back. I'll insulate it. And I'm going to do various sizes. I want to do some 36 talls, 24 deep, and then some will be 18. Or maybe I'll just go specific if I can figure out how to get a good deal on some 18, 36 or 24, 18, 36 or whatever. That'll go right here, fully lit. We'll get white cabinetry so it matches with everything. We're not making it sterile, but we've got some ideas for things that are going to go on the wall, and we'll discuss those here in a moment as well. So that's a lot. That is a lot. A lot of money, a lot of time, a lot of effort. Two of the things I don't have a lot of right now. I don't have a lot of time. I got a lot of effort. And the money has dwindled because it just came back from a week-long vacation, which was not all, paid for in terms of money out of the bank. There was, flights were taken care of from miles, points for hotels. A lot of things I learned, things I don't know if I could do again. Craigers Fish is in the house. I'm just peeping at the old, what's popping. We got Italy. Buongiorno, miei amici. So, that being said, Vivs is going to be crazy. Because I want to do frogs, I want to do lizards, but I want to keep it very easy. I want to keep it not necessarily automated, but something where I can come in and it's bang, bang, bang. I got back from, it was 8 total days that I hadn't touched these aquariums. They're perfectly fine. I left instructions. Somebody that's never taken care of them before came in, did what they had to do. I can monitor the whole thing, and now everybody's good. So I would like to give a special shout out to Custom Aquariums for these awesome, seriously awesome aquariums. I had toyed with every aquarium under the sun, and Custom Aquariums just is able to provide me everything that I need and want in the same style. Like, I could have pieced it all together, but that's not me. Oh, and one more thing. My son's saltwater aquarium, I may have to bring in here because somebody else had the same tank. It leaked at a certain spot. It's on carpet in there. I would rather have it here on a painted concrete, which was very easy, by the way. We did it before we moved in. So that's crazy. That's a lot of updates. Now let's get into each aquarium. Okay, so this is the Tanganyika tank. Now I'm going to shut off the lights. And you can see that rolling band that I'm talking about. Oh, maybe you can't. It's a little bit. It's not that bad. So let's look from the side and we'll discuss what we did with this aquarium. So these are all the Tropheus that we had. We had them in the tub. Look at my catfish, man. They're like the first freaking catfish. These fish have been with me since jump. That's a long time when they say that on the streets. So 6-foot tank. All of the fish that are going into this aquarium, which we'll talk about, are all from Aquarium Fish Depot. Not all of them that are in there now are from them, but every freshwater fish that you will start to see populate in here will all be from Aquarium Fish Depot out of San Diego, California. And there's a reason why. But I got this massive power head. It does 4,000 gallons an hour. And right now it's kicking up a bunch of dust because I did scrape the glass. You can kind of see it down there. It was abysmal. I didn't want anybody to clean the glass for me, so I took care of that. I have 2 Dardani. Josh Cunningham wanted me to get rid of the Dardani, but they were getting rid of themselves. Do you remember the fry that I found in the canister filter a long time ago? He's that big now. And this is the last standing Dardani. I couldn't get rid of him. He's not a fish that you just want one person to get unless they have Dardanais. So I didn't really want to bring him to, local fish store to try to home. I got one Eremotus from Cunningham left after he went on his own tirade. I picked up some Julies from Aquarium Fish Depot and some Xenos. Now, I had 5 Xenos. Xenos are weak, man. And I knew the moment I put them in that 3 of them weren't going to make it. And it was no fault to anybody but Xenos. All of these Tropheus are Morago, Tanzania. You can see now they're starting to come into their own. They're getting, their speckles dominated specifically on the head. They're filling out, especially this guy. Look at him. Ooh, mamacita. Hey. Stop hogging it all, guys. Ooh, look at that. So I am looking to maybe get some other Julies, and we'll see what happens. But I've got the catfish, the Eremotus, the Julies, the Xenos, and the Tropheus. They're all going to get big. I like this tank. There's 3 power heads in it. It's kind of hard to see. But we've got Universal Rocks, Universal Rocks, Universal Rocks, Universal Rocks. Universal rocks, universal rocks, universal rocks, and all of the other rocks are real. That is a universal rock. You can see the female catfish hanging out. So it's a nice blend. Of course, it's Carib Sea sand, like always. Fantastic. Wendy decided to join and said, my mom. This is what happens when you don't talk to your parents often. You got to go on a long recap. So, as you can see, slightly hazy and beautiful. I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. Krager's Fish, contact me. Let's do it. I'm late. Did I miss it? No, you didn't miss anything. So I haven't fed today. I let them pick off the rocks. But I wanted to show you this mess underneath. 3 whale canisters. I've got my leaves for this bad boy and the new one. And then inside that orange container is all of my extra parts. I was toying with the idea of all these Wi-Fi things. These are all my clippings of hoses, so I have them. I just haven't really had time to organize everything. And I'm not much of a wire organizer. You can even see this was a suction cup from the heater, and it's there. And I haven't got it yet. But this tank, super healthy. Everybody is very, very healthy. So let's move on to this bad boy. We got the fog going from the Faga. I've got some extra cork bark, things of that nature that I'm going to be attaching to the back. I got some vines. This is Wendy's. You can see I have no reason to put pots in these. They're not doing very well. But as you can see, my plants are doing well. My plants are doing well. My plants are doing well. Wendy, we're gonna help her. Actually, it's no fault to her. The environment's just that much better. I mean, look at that. Babe, you're watching. Look at that bad boy. Look at how tall it is. It's almost to the top. So we've got this platform. We're gonna be putting some lizards in here. We'll talk about the lizards here in a moment. I've 100% figured it out. They'll have some tunnels here, then the cork bark, a vine. I'm gonna pipe that fogger in from the back so you can't even see that. I'm gonna tighten up these wires so you won't even see those. And then here we go. As we come down, ooh, ka-choosh, underwater. I kept it as natural as possible. We've got the Congo tetras all in the back. We've got like 4 different, ooh, Big Daddy's peeping. Big Daddy said, why are you in my area when my babies are out? So they had more babies. This guy is very prolific. And he does a great job of getting the females pregnant. You look at him, he's looking every which way. So we got a bunch of real plants. Some are rooted, some are floating. There's some big black PVC right there. You can see it. We've done a good job at hiding it. And that is designed to hold that bad boy up. Tetradon Shudeni, he's just not eating. He's withering away and it's bothering me. And I haven't changed his food. Lots of live and fake plants. You would never know from a distance that is a fake plant. But the Congo tetras look fantastic when they're out. When I'm in here, they're kind of iffy when they come out. But let me see if I can find some babies in this bad boy. And you probably can't see through there. Oh, actually you can. So you can see all the way through the aquarium. There is a ton of buffalo heads in there. And then, ooh, the fog. Beautiful. We're gonna fix some stuff up here. But you can see it came out really well for the first time doing it. Look at this guy. He's always solo. Always. Poor guy. Oh, there's a female back there. buffalo head. I call them the chubs and the slenders. I'm trying to look, but on accident, yeah, there we go. Now you can start seeing everybody as I'm between all of the aquariums here. Fake plants are doing really well. Ooh, there's a juvenile. But yeah, so there are 4 power heads on here, and that is to keep the current, flowing. You can see it's a very deep tank. Why did you not just make this a shop setup with no garage door? The reason being is because the way the house was already designed, it was going to cost me a fortune to have it redone. So I left the garage door. In the event something should ever happen and we have to sell the house, it's converted to a 3rd-car detached garage, the intention. So that's why. But lots of fish in here, lots of babies. Needs to learn to eat. This is even worse underneath. But there's 2 whale canisters under there. These are there from my old office. I've got to move them all, but you can see wire maintenance is horrible. I suck at it, and, I just suck at it a lot. So that's 2 of them before we get to the turtle tank. But I kind of wanted to recap a little bit. All of these lights in here are reef brights. I really like them. But Wendy's got a new gig. Wendy has taken a contract. She owns her own business now. And she's going to be working at Kessel. Kessel makes some of the best lighting in the world. I love the shimmer effect. I love just the technology. Oof. Look at that baby. I love frogs too. So, one of the requirements for Kessel is all of your aquariums, I ain't mad, are going to be powered by Kessel. So, this banding that I'm getting will go away, and I'm still going to use reef brights in certain areas because they do a great job of heating. Mikey Hody, thank you, sir. Yeah, Will Nace is a good guy. I love the family, man. They're really great. So all of them will be powered by Kessel. My saltwater aquarium that is still not up yet was already powered by Kessel. And then I'm not sure how we're going to be able to power all of the Vivariums to be by Kessel. So we'll see about that. But let's talk about this bad boy. I'm loving this tank. I'm letting it go right now to be as natural as possible. So I'm sure if you're not new to the channel, you know this guy, Slash McSlasherson. He is a wild man or woman. I still don't know how to tell. But if you watched when I built this tank originally at Aquashella, we got Rocksteady. He loves the camera. Rocksteady is a concentric blue. Look at him. Whoo! He's a cutie. But there's an even cuter turtle in here. Of course, the moment, look at these guys. Hallelujah. The moment I started film, I don't know if you can see him. Let's see if we can get a good shot of him. He is like right there, and you can't zoom live. You see him? Oh, I can zoom live. Oh my gosh, game changer. There he is in the back. Ooh, I can zoom. Woo, 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 woo. So, holy cow. I'm so excited. So, Rocksteady Slash. Come on, Bebop. You see him back there? And then I've got a bunch of mollies. I am getting some more mollies. We'll go back to this aquarium in a second, but I wanted to back up to kind of highlight some things. And This tank has gotten more and more natural the longer I leave it. So if you didn't know, now you know. Cork bark floats, and I took like a medium bristle brush and just kind of scrub the underside of it. This is so great as a turtle platform. Look at it. Just, man, turtles are so fun. But either way, so Rocksteady / come on, Bebop. Let's go out here. I'm tapping the glass. Let's see if he likes it. / used to love it when you'd come here. Come on. Come on, Bubby. But, so this floats really well. I've got these fake, heck no, I would not do 10 Congo Tetras in a 29 gallon. They get massive for that style of aquarium. Just FYI. But look at this. The vines go straight down with the live floaters. All of those are real. Real, real, real. Everything that's dying is real. They're encroaching for coming out because these are immersive plants. So hopefully we can get that immersion going. I got the heater in here. The light just went off up top. But I did have this light, which was supposed to be the bee's knees from ZoomEd, who has not contacted me back yet. And this is a HID light, apparently. It's supposed to be the end-all, be-all of all-in-one, and it all-in-one went out. Somebody just said that Slash should have been Shredder. I couldn't make him Shredder because he is Slash. Slash, Rocksteady, and Bebop were 3 bad guys. Here, let's feed them. We're going to feed them live. You can see how easy it is to take care of these guys. Now, I got these from Exotic Terrapin Station. Dude's freaking great. I cannot stand the cuteness of the turtles. Oh, yeah? Well, can you stand this? Boop. The dude is a G. This is a Universal Rocks. It's a new style. It's a new style do-it-yourself ledge. I'm not sure if Rocksteady. Come here, dude. I'm trying to make a noise here. You want the food? So I'm showing it to him. Turtles are highly intelligent creatures. He has never taken food from my hand. Never. Oh my God, he did it! He did it! Pancake Flappy Flapperson! Oh, this is awesome. This is a live video in itself, huh? Come here. Here, we'll do this. So you can see the little nubbin. Oh, what the heck? They're all hiding from me. Here you go. They love these things. I just started feeding them. Look, whee! Got into the flow. So now all the mollies are out because they're freaking greedy, but it is what it is. This is powered by 2 Space Echoes. It's all CJ. I'm not going to say it, but it is all CJ. And I'm going to try to throw some pellets down so Bebop may come out. But as you can see, I got it popping off right there. And we got the Miss King, but boom, boom, shebang. And if, oh, come on, little dude. They want to see you, man. Well, he's going to come out. He's swimming. He's looking for the food. He's coming. Oh my gosh. He really loves the underside of that because that's, of course, a fake log. I made it so that, they can go in themselves. But turtles, they're just fun. They're fun to watch. They're fun to, engage with. They're fun. Oh, now he's not. Oh, he's going to take it? Twice? Can we do it twice for the camera? Come on, Rocksteady. Oh, he's scared. Look. Come on, bud. Almost got it. Got it. Man, this is so cool. You don't realize how excited I am. But little guy does like to hide. That's just his style. What else are we going to talk about? Should we do the... Oh, he's coming. He's coming here. There he is. Look at the little flappy pancake guy. No, the turtle tank is not. I have, the 2 canisters on it with the fish. I approach it with the same maintenance. It's just, you gotta pay attention, right? With fish, I do pay attention, but not as hard as I would with the turtles. Now, what I can say is, Wendy says it's easier because she just looks at it and it's more fun. You do have to be careful because the size difference, here, let me get to him. Kerpow! The size difference between Bebop and everyone else is dramatically different. And under no circumstance would I say take your chances. I talked to the guy that breeds them, and he said, you trusted your gut and you went with it. I felt like Rocksteady and Slash were so in tune with each other. They were, crawling all over each other's back to, playing and pushing each other. They weren't nipping. That I figured little guy would do just as well in there. I took that. It was a calculated risk. He's just digging it up back there, man. He's funny. And I think overall it's going to be better for all 3 of them moving forward. Melvin Reeve. Just because it is going to be ultimately better for them. But I mean, this is the view I get. Just water pancakes. Look at them. Ooh, wee, buddy. Buddy. You want my finger? They're awesome. Which is also why I like dart frogs. So I'm going to show you these guys real quick. I panned over here. There were 4. I believe there's 3 in there. These guys, he is right there for everyone to say, hello, my name is Dart Frog. There's another one. Kerpow. Oh, and I forgot. I can do this. Beautiful. I love them. The colorations, the ability to have more plants. I've got to do clippings, but then I could transfer those clippings here. Absolutely. You can hear it in my voice. I'm super pumped about this whole room. It's incredible. So, let's talk about something that, I don't know. It's definitely going to be, it's going to be fun. It's going to be something I've never done before. And something I don't think anybody else has ever done before here on, that I know of. I'm sure somebody's done it. So we've got one more aquarium. Oh, hold on. Jay, question. What's the question? Do you think the water flow circulation is better in one end and out the other? I do. Just because you're pushing it all back, right? So let me show you. If you have the water coming out here, it's pushing the water and then it's getting sucked up, then recirculated back. So yeah, I do think so. All right. Here, I'll sit. I think the backdrop of this is lame. So I'm sure some of you have been watching or paying attention, but we have partnered with Aquarium Fish Depot out of San Diego for all of our freshwater fish. It does not mean that I will not get freshwater fish from somebody else. It just means that Aquarium Fish Depot and I have developed a relationship where, I've done videos way before we ever discussed this. They just have some really great stuff, and they have the ability to get great stuff. And so I've teamed up with them for this project that I think is going to be very, 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 I don't want to say innovative, but educational, maybe innovative. So we have one more identical size aquarium to that is now going into my office. It'll go where the turtle tank was supposed to go. We're going to do a neutral color sand right here, just like a neutral color sand, maybe tan, I don't know. We'll figure it out. Matter of fact, I've already got the sand. It's from Carib Sea. We're gonna do a black background with no glued anything. And here's why. Every 6 months, so we're gonna start this aquarium and we're gonna set it up based on what you wanna see, what you wanna learn more about. If it could be housed in a 6-foot aquarium by 24 by 27, then it can go in there. And for 6 months, I'm going to watch, I'm going to take notes, I'm going to video log its evolution in the aquarium. We're going to talk about its eating habits, its mating behaviors, if that's a play, where it comes from, why it does what it does. Now, we're gonna go through all of the educational part, and then at the 6-month mark, we're going to auction off all of the livestock that's in that aquarium, and it's going to benefit a charity related to the aquarium hobbyist. Whether it's saltwater, whether it's freshwater, so it could be a coral restoration thing, it could be a, save the cichlids, campaign. As long as it's legit, all of that money will go directly to that specific organization. And then we're gonna pick based on a poll of what we're gonna do next. I think 6 months is a good time frame. I believe that it allows us to keep an aquarium established, to watch their behaviors, and then auction them off, raise money for charity, learn along the way, and get super interactive about what we can keep. And it doesn't have to be African. It could be anything. As long as we can get it and it's legal, we will be able to put it in that aquarium. We're not gonna be mixing crazy things, but we're going to generate a poll and we will design this whole thing around education and charity. And when we auction them off, whoever wins that auction, and I don't know all the details yet because we haven't started it yet, but once we gather all of those details, whoever wins that auction gets those fish. Yeah. That's pretty cool. And this would not be possible without custom aquariums, Carib Sea, Sea Aquarium Fish Depot, and soon to be Kessel, Reef Bright, for allowing me to continue what I enjoy doing. This is it. This is fantastic. Matter of fact, here is why this aquarium room is being done the way it's done. And it's because the very good friends of ours, maybe we can keep discus and angels this time. But yeah, nothing is off limits. The folks, the friends of the family, my son is friends with their twins. They came over to feed and they brought, a few other kids to come in and enjoy the room. It's not massive. It was never designed to be massive. It was designed to be something that I could sit and enjoy the view without overwhelming myself. Vivariums don't overwhelm me. These aquariums are very easy to take care of with the right tools. And now it's going to be even cooler to be able to provide you with education. Just the ability to see different creatures in their natural habitat. because that's what we're going to do. We're going to be as close to a biotope as possible with whatever animals we put in there. And yeah, every 6 months. Leave a comment about what you'd like to see first in that aquarium. 6 foot by 2 foot by 27 inches tall. Whatever you want to see in it, put it in the comments below. I greatly appreciate it. It's been real. I'm sorry it's not been consistent. Life isn't consistent, but you are there, and I greatly appreciate it. I hope your holidays are the greatest they've ever been, regardless of the circumstances you're in. Just remember that no matter what obstacle you face, there is a way to the other side. Most of the time, it is through whatever you are trying to do, but remember, you can always sidestep, never go backwards, and always improve yourself each and every day. As my son would say, we bend, we don't break, and then jokes and say, we break, we don't bend. Enjoy yourself. I greatly appreciate everything you do. Thank you for your support. Thank you to all of the folks that have participated in helping making this dream come true. And viewers like you. But Aquarium Fish Depot, to the moon. 6 months, rotation. It's going to be lit. You know what's next. Holla!